Hello everyone, welcome back to my Artsy Buttercup channel where I plan on sharing my art journey and the projects that I'm working on. In this video, I'm going to give you guys a quick update on the projects that I currently have going on right now and also discuss my future projects. I know I posted one video, I want to say a month ago or so, and I discussed one of my winter project, which was a lo-fi video animation type of project. I haven't started it yet because obviously it's not winter the time that I'm currently filming this. So right now we are at the beginning of November. So I plan on starting that project in December, maybe at the beginning of December or even like during Thanksgiving, because that's when it starts to feel really cold and that's when you really feel like fall and winter is merging, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's when I plan on starting that lo-fi type of project. But anyway, so I wanted to give you guys a quick update on the other projects that I have going on. For example, my website, my gallery shop website, I started working on it. It's fully updated now. I know right now the only thing that I want to add is blog section, which I started adding a few blogs, but I just need to fix the cover page, which I'm very excited for this project because I've learned a lot and I've been very patient with myself, even having to start over, rewriting things over and over again, which can be very challenging because I'm not a writer, but it's also good to kind of push my boundaries, which I love. And especially when it comes to like the title, because I want it to be very simple and also like catching and inviting. But yeah, and I still haven't wrote my blog piece for the exhibition, and also I still haven't filmed my exhibition video as well. So I know there are a few things that are still pending on my project list, but it's still good that I'm moving things along little by little, step by steps, because like if I can only do so much. There's only like so much hours within the day, especially since I also have work. But I'm still very excited. I'm still very happy that I'm moving things along and the projects are still happening. And the second thing that I wanted to give a quick update on is my scrapbooking. And scrapbooking is actually fun. It is a bit, I was expecting it to be, I don't know. It's fun. I love it. I was expecting it to be a little bit less messy because I'm working, but it's a me thing because I'm working with like dry flowers, and I'm also making it very personal. I can insert some of the picture layout here to show you guys the vibe, but the journal entry are very personal, so I can't really show that. But in terms of like the picture layout, I can show you guys that section as well. But yeah, and then the other projects that I have going on is this. I've been very consistent with my YouTube channel, which I'm very excited about. I've been very consistent in posting shorts, which is good because I love drawing. I love I still wake up at 5 a.m, so in the morning is like my me time, so that's when I draw, and then I will complete like a drawing, or sometimes I'll just work on something because it doesn't really happen all in one day. Sometimes I just work on an existing work, and if I like the finished look, I will post the time lapse on my page as a short, which I love, by the way, because that's how I really connect with like some of my followers, because some people really like my art style and I do like getting feedback. And if you guys are interested in seeing like full tutorial on how I draw and how I come up with like the art styles or like the color palette that I choose, it's still a work in progress in terms of color palette for me. But if you guys are interested in how I come up with like the colors, let me know and I can like create like a very detailed art tutorial. But yeah, so today I'm getting ready to go to a coffee shop, so I figure, you know what, why not give a quick update on my project, so that way I feel like I'm like checking off a box, if that makes sense, because I know that I have so much things going on. Sometimes it can be hard to kind of keep track of everything, so I like to make those videos to keep myself accountable, because even like for the winter project, me posting that video is me keeping myself accountable for that winter project, which I'm very excited for, by the way, because it's me really playing with animation. Like making a lo-fi video is like challenging, but I'm also very excited for it. But yeah, what else I have going on? One of my friend is teaching me how to knit, so that's a really cool, fun, hands-on type of project. I'll try to film that whenever I feel like I get the hang of it, but I can show you guys like the little tools that I have, but I plan on changing like that. So this is, it's very messy right now, but this is what I'm using to practice. So the needles, as you can see, it's a 3.5 millimeters, and then the yarn is very thin. I don't know if you can see what I've completed so far. It's quite, it's it's very small. It's very, very small, but it's still like, it's really relaxing. Knitting is like very relaxing. I love it actually. But me and my friend, I think this week or this weekend, we plan on going to a knitting store. I don't know, or maybe a yarn store. I don't know the proper term, but we plan on going to a yarn store and get new yarn and new needle, because the one that I have is kind of too thin, and he mentioned that it will be better to have a little it will be better to have wood version that are slightly thicker, so that way it can be easier for me to grab and also, you know, do the little hoops and things. So I'm very excited for that. I also have a new project, but that one is not officially new because it's a new project, but emerging together with my art projects, if that makes sense. So since I have so much art books and I love sometimes taking references from some of my art books, I plan on making a new series where I will pick one of my art book and then I will draw the characters and the characters from that book. So it'll be a art book drawing series. I haven't fully developed the concept of it yet, but since I'm talking about projects and giving updates, so I figured this video will be the best video to actually talk about it, so that way I have everything all in one video. This is what I have in mind. It's still like a work in progress, as I mentioned, but but I guess when I plan on starting that series, I will do an intro and describe it properly. But yeah, so it's more like an art book series. Art, I don't know what I will even call it, to be honest. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, so that one I'm very excited about. But yeah, so that's it for my art projects and the quick updates. But now I'm gonna pack up and head to a coffee shop. So I plan on going there to draw and to work on some of my art projects, to continue, you know, finish some of my artworks and chill there, have a little pastry, coffee. I figured I'll show you guys what I typically pack with me when I'm going to work at a coffee shop. So this is my bag. It's a backpack. It's a really cool backpack actually. Maybe I can make a video talking about this bag, and it can turn into like a side bag like this. And what's really cool about this bag is it has this section, I'm not sure if you can see, which kind of stop it. Let's say if you put in one arm, it automatically stop the handle, and then so it doesn't go all the way. I'm not sure if you know what I mean. And then same for the other handle as well, which is really cool. I love this bag. It's very small. I wanted a small bag because I wanted the biggest thing to be my laptop, and I wanted it to fit my laptop very snug and still be able to bring my iPad and also other things. But yeah, I'll show you guys what's in my bag. Right now it's very empty, that's why it's like light. So as I mentioned, this is my go-to backpack when I'm going to a coffee shop, because I like to bring my iPad everywhere with me, especially since I know I'm going to be working. If I'm gonna be spending a few hours outside, I like to have my iPad with me so that way I can like draw and have it very accessible. So yeah, so that's the first thing that always go in. And earlier in my video I mentioned that I'll be working on my blogs, so I will need my laptop. So my laptop will go in. And this is what I mean, like it's the same height as my laptop. So that's my laptop. I'm not sure what's the best angle for this, but I guess here. And then I have this sketchbook. You probably saw it in my old video from my Turkey travel vlog. I got it in Turkey and I've been using it here and there. This was when I was in Turkey. I drew this. So it's cute. And oh, I think this is it. I'm not sure if you can see what it is. Then I also, interesting, I don't remember drawing this, but I drew this. Oh, that was when I was at the airport. Yes, so that was when I was at the airport. I drew this. And then also this one was when I was at the airplane, and I really love it actually because that's cute, that's different. And I think I use a reference from Pinterest for this. And the reason why I use a reference is because I was drawing straight using using a pen, and I rarely do this. I always draw with pencil because I like to have the flexibility of erasing if I make a mistake. But this one kind of helped me push myself a bit more because I was using a black ink pen. So technically, if I messed up somewhere, I had to just incorporate it with my art style, which by the way, if this is something you need to practice on, I highly recommend doing that because it helps you stay detached to your ideal vision on how the artwork should look like. So if you make a mistake, you will work that mistake into your artwork. And then this one was the other day. I went to Central Park and I was sitting down and I was like, you know what, like let me just draw. And then I just draw like one of their lampposts. But yeah, and that's the last thing. But yeah, so I always have this with me, especially since it's small, light, and it's bendable, so you can fit it anywhere. So if I'm going to a coffee shop, although I might not use it, but I like to have it with me. You never know, right? And then since I have my iPad, I will have my glove. And then I have my headphones. I always go everywhere with my headphones. It's just amazing. That one wouldn't even go to my backpack, it will go to my pocket. And then this one is my I wouldn't call this my journal, but it's more like where I write my to-do list, where I write my thoughts, my ideas, my projects. Sometimes I journal in here if I'm not feeling well and I'm outside, and I will just quickly jot down what's in my mind. So yeah, I bring this everywhere with me. I used to have colorful version, but for some reason the old one that I had finished and I didn't have a new one, and I decided to use this black version, which was like a gift from a company. So yeah, today I might even stop by a stationery location. If they have cute little notebooks, I might just swap it out and just get a new one that's very colorful because I like having colorful notebooks. So yeah, that's that. And when it comes to snacks, I love having snacks, especially if after the coffee shop I go to the park. I like to have something to like munch on, and this one is cute. It's like it's a big rice crackers, and it's savory and sweet, but not too sweet. Very lightly sweetened, if that makes sense. But yeah, so it's cute. It's also good. It's, I believe, a Japanese baked rice cracker. And I'm also planning on going to Japan next year, so but yeah. And then I have this one, which it's a type of like rice paper candy mochi type of situation. I can't really describe it properly because there's no English in the thing. So if you happen to understand or speak Japanese and you can read this, is it even Japanese? Anyway, whatever language this is, if you can read it, you can like let me know what it is. I love it. I'm obsessed with this because it's sweet but also not too sweet. I love when you are craving something sweet and you can have something sweet, but as long as it's not too sweet, it's just perfect. So yeah. And when it comes to pen, I will pick whatever pen I have laying around. I love using colorful pen. Right now I'm using a gray pen, which is interesting. I tend to like using like very bright color, like orange, red, turquoise type of ink for pen, but I couldn't find any. But I tend to not be heavy on focus on like finding the colorful pen. I will just pick whatever's around. So this one is a gray pen, so I'm just gonna bring it. And yeah, Let me see. It's always a struggle to close this bag, so watch me struggle. Oh wait, it's the cool thing is this bag when I first got it, since it's leather tend to stretch over time. When I first got it, it couldn't fit my laptop and I was nervous. And then the guy was like, no, it's leather. Eventually it will stretch out and it will fit it nicely. And it didn't lie. And he said if it doesn't stretch out, I can easily return it. So that's why I even got it. But yeah, so I got it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna use it. I love this bag. It fits perfectly. I'll show you guys it on when I have my full outfit on and so on. And also feel free to follow my other social media accounts such as Instagram. I know the algorithm of Instagram is like horrible for me. But yeah, if you like my type of videos or if you like my art style, feel free to follow me on Instagram or even TikTok. I haven't been posting on TikTok to be honest, but hey, it'll be cool to see if I can do the bridge, if that makes sense, as in like, oh, I saw you on YouTube and you said to follow you on social media, on Instagram, and I did. Feel free to shoot me a DM. I answer to all of my comments, as you can see. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of my artwork and more of my daily life, because that's where I post my little stories and things like that, feel free to follow me on Instagram. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!